remove the representation by LSK in the copyright board, and he has given very good reasons. The Director General must be a lawyer, a member of LSK. The Attorney General is a member. He sends his representative. That's the reason. So,
okay. Madare, was it on this?
Yeah, thank you very much. As a member of the committee.
The member for Madare, you are not Madare constituency.
Thank you very much. I just want to support. I think the CEO and his team appeared before us as a committee, and we managed to convince them that there was over-representation, as it were. The Attorney General's office, the CEO is a lawyer, and then we didn't also want to look like there is a lot of selective application and preference to the Law Society. So I support the chair, and I urge the members to carry the amendment.
Thank you. I move to put the question, members, which is that section 6(1)(f) be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of this opinion say aye? And as many as have contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next.
Section 6(2).
I propose a question which says section 6(2) be amended as proposed in the bill.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, I raise that we adopt the amendments as per the order paper. Basically, this is the same import. We are doing cleaning by removing the representative by Law Society of Kenya, and it's been said here that out of 8 members, 2 already are lawyers. That's why we said we need somebody with technology to assist the board, because in this particular organization, there is a lot of ICT issues that need to be dealt with.
I propose a question which is that section 6(2) be amended as proposed by the mover. I can see the mood of the House. I put the question, members. I put the question, which is that section 6(2) be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of this opinion say aye? Aye. As many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New section 6(1)(a).
Leader of majority, there's a new session. You move second reading. New section 6(1)(a) on page 1707. Yes. There is a proposed amendment. Just check on 1707, right at the bottom. 1707. Just visit right at the bottom. Just click.
1707. This is not a copyright. Well, not on copyright.
Let the leader confirm if it is. Then we will rule on it.
Chair, I dropped because I don't have notes from my legal team. No, I have dropped.
The leader of majority drops because it's already in the supplementary order paper. Is on record dropping. So the new section 6(1)(a) as proposed to be amended by the leader of majority officially dropped on members. I therefore members now put the You've seen it.
I think leader, let us help each other for purposes of good legislation. Although it is not on your notes, but it is very clear here that transition. But you see, if you don't provide the transition, then you will end up throwing those boards away.
Yes, the leader is in record that since it is his amendment, he has dropped and he knows he can use the process of the then. So, honourable members, I now put the question to the provisions, which is that the provisions relating to the Copyright Act number 12 of 2001 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of this opinion say aye? As many as contrary opinion say nay? Members, the ayes have it. Next.
Provisions relating to the Privatization Act number 2 of 2005.
Members, I propose the question, which is that provisions relating to the Privatization Act number 2 of 2005 be amended as proposed in the bill. Here's the sessions.
Section 23.3.
I propose this question, which is section 23.3 be amended as proposed in the bill. We have the mover, who is the chair of finance. Chair of finance, to move your amendment to this.
Madam Chair, I propose that the bill be amended, the bill be amended on the Privatization Act 205, number 2 of 205, as per the order paper. This particular amendment, Madam Chair, was meant to remove Parliament from the role during privatization. Currently, Parliament is involved before privatization is done. So the bill was proposing to remove Parliament, but we have proposed to reject it, that we must retain Parliament role during privatization.
Hear you properly.
We are on 23.3 session.
Yes, so what they have spoken to is 23.4. What both of them have spoken to is 23.4. I know that we have been here for a long time, and it is possible that we could be...
Honorable, then let me, for the record and for your satisfaction and the satisfaction of the House and the process. Honorable Chair, please, we are prosecuting all one by one, not both. Let's start with the 23.3 for records. Because I'm sure you spoke to both of them, but let's, for the process and cleaning up the whole thing. Chair, finance.
Oh yeah, yes, it is actually justification is the same. Because what the bill was proposing...
But just do 23.3.
Yes, so yes. On 23.3, Madam Chair, what the bill is proposing is to remove the requirement for the Cabinet Secretary to submit a report to Parliament, to the National Assembly. And now we are saying we are actually deleting that particular amendment because we still insist that the privatization report must be submitted to the National Assembly.
Very well. Then with that, important members, I put the question. Yes, and the members who don't have a card, how would you expect to catch the speakers? I just give them, until you are raising your hands. You're not in a classroom, but anyway, you catch my eye because just give him, maybe he has something to say. You can use the, yes. And members, we have communicated to the House several times. Ensure that you have your card. That is the only way we can tell that you want to speak. And of course, on record that you participated. Honorable member, there's a problem with this. The next one, just use the next one.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. I rise to support the amendment because I come from a sugar belt region, and there have been advances to have privatization of our sugar mills, some of which are shrouded in mystery. We have consistently rejected certain proposals, but they have again, in retrospect, consistently insisted that it has to happen. So bringing the report by the Cabinet Secretary before this House for complete interrogation and hence adoption of any proposal is very much in order, and hence I support. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, I put the question, members, which is that section 23.3 be amended as proposed by the mover. As many as there are these opinions say aye, as many as have contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Next.
Section 23.4.
I propose a question which is that section 23.4 be amended as proposed in the bill. Mover, again the chair, now. Chair of Finance.
Yes, Madam Chair, in the same reasoning, Madam Chair, we are proposing to delete the proposed amendment to subsection 4 and substitute thereof with the following subsection, new subsection. and therefore I move that the new subsection 5
New what? It's not new. You moved section 23.4.
Yes, Madam Chair, let me repeat that we are proposing to delete the subsection 4 and substitute.
Be amended as proposed in the bill. No amendments to this, so members, I put the questions, which is at sections 2 and 3E, be amended as proposed in the bill. As many as there are these opinions say aye, and as many as of contrary opinions say nay, the ayes have it.
Section 3E12.
I propose the question, which is at section 3E12, be amended as proposed in the bill. Leader of majority.
Chair, I drop mine and allow the Chair of Legal Affairs Committee to execute. We're of the same. I drop mine. Yeah, we're the same.
Honorable, it was you only.
I'm saying.
Yeah, on the same, the chair doesn't have, so yours remains dropped. The chair has on 3F6.
Mine is what?
Yours is 3E12, leader majority.
Okay.
Yes.
Mine is?
Page 1675. Yours is, section 3E12. 3E12.
Yes. Chair, I beg to move that section relating to the Witness Protection Act be amended as provided for in the order paper. And mainly is just to replace, is 6.5.
Yes. You said, I put the question, which is that section 3F6 be amended, which is deletion as proposed by the mover. As many as are these opinions say aye. Yes, and as many as of contrary opinions say nay. It's in the bill. The mover, and now it's a leader of majority now. There are two amendments, leader of majority, the first one, then we have, because we have also the chair of the same.
Chair, I beg to move that 3F7.
Yeah, you can confirm it, 3F7. Leader of majority. Members, I know we have been here for long, but this
Chair,
is...
Chair, I beg to move that 3F7 be deleted as provided for in the order paper, because we have seen no relevance in the whole act. So we have to delete it.
Thank you. Honourable members, I propose the question, which is that section 3F7 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. No debate to this, and I move to put the question, which is that section 3F7 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Will as many as are opinion say aye? As many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. We have an amendment by the chair justice, but it fails because the leader of majority has been carried. Next.
Sections 3G2, 3I2C, 3I6, 3D.
I propose the question, which is as sections 3G2, 3I2C, 3I6, 3J5, 3K, 3L2, 3L3, 3P, P, section 5.4, section 30D, be amended as proposed in the bill. Members, no amendment to this, and I therefore move to put the question, which is at sections 3G2, 3I2C, 3I6, 3J5, 3K, 3L2, 3L3, 3P, section 5.4, and 330D be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as there are these opinions say aye? And as many as have contrary opinions say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question to the provisions, which is that the provisions relating to the Witness Protection Act number 16 of 2006 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of this opinion say aye? And as many as have contrary opinion say nay? Members, the ayes have it. Next provision.
Provisions relating to the Employment Act number 11 of 2007.
I propose the question, which is that provisions relating to the Employment Act number 11 of 2007 be amended as proposed in the bill. We read out the sections.
Section 10.3.
I propose the question, which is section 10.3, be amended as proposed in the bill. We have an amendment. The mover of the amendment, the Honorable Chair, Person Labor.
Thank you,
Wario.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I beg to move that the amendment as proposed in the order paper be carried. The justification to this, Madam Chair, labor convention dictates that whenever you make decision on these things, you bring on board the social actors, you bring on board the employers, you bring on board the employees. So from where we sit as a committee, the stakeholders who appeared before us, Madam Chair, confirmed to us that they were not involved in this particular decision. So as a committee, Madam Chair, this is why we decided to delete. The second issue, Madam Chair, the amendment interferes with the managerial prerogative of the employer, offering terms and conditions of employment and dictates insertion of futuristic provisions in the employment contract. It again confuses, Madam Chair. We don't know what we are cured by this particular amendment. A comprehensive review of the same law is on the way coming, so we thought, Madam Chair, this is not the right place to carry this amendment. I therefore propose to delete this amendment. Thank you.
I propose the question, which is that the section 10.3 be amended as proposed by the mover. I put the question, which is that section 10.3 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of this opinion say aye? And as many as of contrary opinion say nay? Members, the ayes have it. I put the question to the provision, which is that provisions relating to the Employment Act number 11 of 2007 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of this opinion say aye? As many as of contrary opinion say nay? Members, the ayes have it. Next provision.
Provisions relating to the Labor Institutions Act number 12 of 2007.
I propose a question, which is that provisions relating to the Labor Institutions Act number 12 of 2007 be amended as proposed in the bill. We are calling the session, yes?
Section 43.1.
I propose a question, which is a section 43.1 be amended as proposed in the bill. We have Honorable Millie Kajwang moving it on behalf.
Madam Chair, on behalf of member for Suba North, I hereby withdraw this amendment because I can see that the intention of the amendment in the bill is to include workers of the export processing zones so that their wages can also be, their wages can be regulated by the Wages Council. I think my friend may have not looked at it this properly. And coming from Ruaraka, where we do export processing, I am the first person who must support that the wages be regulated so that my people can be paid better. So I withdraw.
Very well, because it was a deletion of the bill. Other members, I put the question, which is that the section 43.1 be amended as proposed in the bill. As many as have this opinion say aye, and as many as have contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Now I put the question to the provision. Yes, Honorable Leader Majority.
So the chair had an amendment. So?
Oh, the chair.
Yeah.
It's not indicated. It's not indicated here. Let me confirm with the order paper. We are on provisions relating to the Labor Institutions Act, number 12 of 2007. Let's confirm with the order paper. It's not just 1 minute. Yeah, let us not confuse, leader of majority, your point is on the next one. We are on Labor Institutions Act number 12 of 2007. I can confirm to you that the amendment that the chair has, and the chair, you should also be awake, the chair has is on the Labor Relations Act. Thank you, yeah. But it's good to be keen, members. That's why, yeah, leader of majority, I can see you're very keen. And so, members, I now put the question, the global question, which is that the provisions relating to the Labor Institutions Act number 12 of 2007 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of these opinions say aye? And as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next provisions.
Provisions relating to the Labor Relations Act, number 14 of 2007.
Leader of majority, now we are there. And I therefore propose the question, which is that the provisions relating to the Labor Relations Act, number 14 of 2007, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Mr. Chairman, we are saying, Mr. Chairman, this is not a good law. Finally, Mr. Chairman, this will interfere with trade unions. Section 10, Section 36, and Section 41, Mr. Chairman. And this is why we decided to delete this amendment. This is not a good law, Mr. Chairman.
Very well. Honorable members, I propose a question that Section 2 be amended as proposed by the mover. Yes, Majority Leader.
Chair, of course, my question has not been answered, and I think as a chair, substantive chair, we need to have evidence of the existence of any legislation. Parliament is so transparent. So can I put it that as of today, there is no piece of legislation from the Labor and Social Welfare Committee pending before, yeah, you know, I am unanswered. You can shout. You know, I'm not addressing a presidential rally where you walked out. I'm in the chamber. So you better listen to me. You can as well walk out because you also walked out on me.
Order majority, please.
So
please
number
proceed.
one, so you defend me. So number one, that is not the secondly, as I oppose, when the chair says that the serious stakeholders were not given a chance, then it beats logic that Parliament is a fora in legislation that listens to all stakeholders within the reading of the standing orders. That is why when a bill is published for first and is read for the first reading, it is published in the newspapers. Call in stakeholders, listen to them. So I expected the chair to say, I have listened to the stakeholders, and this is what they're saying, but not that the stakeholders were not given. In fact, in lawmaking, it is Parliament as an institution that protects through public participation, article in the Constitution that protects the stakeholders out there. So, but this amendment, Mr. Chairman, why I'm supporting, this amendment was seeking to amend the Act to make provisions for safeguarding of essential services during industrial action. And Chair, let us not be very selfish. Let us make legislation for posterity, for protecting the mothers and the children. For example, what is an essential service? And this happens in other jurisdictions. Healthcare service is essential. Services at the airport is essential. There are services that touch on national security. I know I might not win. I mean, the trade unionists are around. or their representatives. I know I'm not going to win, but Chair, I really want to go on record that, and the chair is laughing because he knows where it's coming from.
Yeah, what is it, Honorable Mirema, what is your point of order?
Point of order. I've been listening to the leader and maybe he should listen. Is it really in order for the leader to refer to honorable members elected by the people of Kenya in different constituencies as trade unionists are in the House? These are honorable members, and I've been very keen to follow your language of diligence in this House. Could you withdraw that?
Very well, Honorable, just Honorable Mirema, there is no trade unionists here. They are only honorable members.
No, Chair, they are members. Let me make it right. When you talk about the export processing zones in Ruaraka, Honorable TJ Kajwang will stand up. When you talk about camels, myself and Honorable Ganya, we represent camels and pastoralists.
Very well.
So I'm only saying the obvious. There are members here. Honorable Sosion, a man I respect a lot, is here to represent the interests of teachers and unions.
Very well. Very
so
well.
there's nothing wrong. So I oppose, and the only trade union friend I have in this country is a man called Francis Atwoli.
Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Honorable Professor Udo. We have one or two, then make progress.
Thank you, Chair. When I perused, I'm not a trade unionist. I'm a lawmaker.
And by the way, Honorable Udo, just to be clear, because we need to be clear what we are dealing with. Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, honorable members, the section we are dealing with is section 2 at present. Have heard about trade unions, that's fine, but just to be sure that the members, we are in the same page, we are dealing with section 2, basically about definition. The House will make a decision, and we get to section 48 shortly. Honorable Udo.
Chair, when the chair of the committee stood up, other than commenting on section 2, he wholesomely, or as a wholesomely, generally declined the proposal.
Thank you, Chair. I want to support the amendment by the Chair. I know somebody has said we are making the law for posterity, a change of that bill. So I do support the Chair, and I think we should not be intimidated when we are doing this. I believe the leader majority sometimes need to be soft when he's here. He should not be pushing things that is to look like he's controlling Parliament, especially intimidating the chairman of the committees.
Very well. Very well. Very well, Honorable Tunoi. I promised Honorable Sosion.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I support the amendments proposed by the Chair because of one fundamental reason. Trade union rights are human rights. And as such, bringing such amendments through this process, this House will greatly be infringing on the rights of trade unions. Under Section 41 of the Constitution, it's clearly outlined. And I'm sure that clause, Section 41, is under the Bill of Rights. And it would be fundamentally wrong to bring all these clauses through the miscellaneous amendment bill. That is the basic reason. The rights of workers must remain protected, and I'm sure this country desires to have a quality workforce in all sectors, and we can do that. We cannot do that by taking away their rights. So fundamentally, if all these amendments have to be brought, it has to go through another wider and more consultative process. And that is why the committee, and I support the chair, that these amendments carry as they are.
Honorable members, let's make progress on this one. Honorable members, I put the question that section 2 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 48.
Honorable members, I propose the question that section 48 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 48 be amended as proposed in the order paper. Justification I have already given, Mr. Chair, for the interest of time. That's deletion. Can I again request, Chair, is it possible, because we have 16 clauses under this act, can you put them together so that we vote on it once? Procedural, no. Okay.
Order Chair,
Okay.
That's a good suggestion,
Okay.
but please, it is until a member raises an issue on one that is down the list that you get everyone then confused. I think what we can do is to move fast, but let's give an opportunity for each member. So, okay, honorable members, I propose the question that section 48 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Honorable members, I put the question that section 48 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? No. The ayes have it. There are two other amendments by Honorable Miri Odhiambo and Honorable Tunoi. In that case, they all fail.
Section 49.
I propose a question that section 49 be amended as proposed as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I beg to move that section 49 be amended as proposed in the order paper. I have given the justification.
Very well. I propose a question that section 49 be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 49, an amendment by Honorable Tunoi and Honorable Miri Odhiambo, they also fail in the circumstances.
Section 50.
I propose a question that section 50 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable, we have Honorable Miri Odhiambo. Honorable Chair, you don't have an amendment on that. And it is on 52. So Honorable Miri, it's also a deletion.
On 52. It just guide me to the page. The page on the bill is...
that is section 50, Honorable T.J. Kajwang for Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
Sorry, Chair, I'm just with you.
Yes.
Return.
Page 310 of the
bill.
Of the bill.
Sorry, Chair, I'm just with you in a short while.
It's page 1676 of the order paper.
Yes. This is to delete section 50?
Yes.
I don't see section 50 here. Yeah, but in the order paper, in the bill, we have 50 subsection 2. Could the member for Suba North may referring to an existing clause?
What is in the order paper is that she was proposing deletion of all the amendments under section 50.
Although I don't see anything on, I do not see a proposal on the bill itself, on section 50, even, where, in which?
Yeah, okay. Must be referring to section 50, 52.
52.
Yes,
yeah,
the one on the bill.
Yes, Chair, now I have you.
All of them.
Yeah, for the purposes that has been explained by the chair of the committee, that the matters which are being dealt with in issues to do with the Labor Institutions Act, they are so weighty that even one amendment may take us out of course. And so I propose to withdraw that amendment on behalf of member for Suba North to allow the committee to look at all these issues wholesale so that we come with a legislation that is well thought. Yes, I withdraw.
Honorable TJ Kajwang, what you have done is just to drop the amendment by Honorable Miri Obiabo. Very well. Withdraw, absolutely. Honorable TJ Kajwang. In that case, then we have to go to section 52, and of course later 52B, and where the chair has amendment.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that clause 52 and 52B be amended as proposed in the order paper.
Very well. Very well. You are also proposing an addition. Honorable members, I propose a question that section 52 and 52B be deleted as proposed by the mover. Honorable members, I put the question that, what is it, Majority Leader?
So, Chair, you get me understand, because in my bill, 52B is also a deletion. So is the chair agreeing with the deletion in the bill? 50B, because he moved the 52 and 50B. So is the chair agreeing with me in the deletion? Yeah. Then I need to.
Yes. Yes. Honorable TJ Kajwang, I hope you are not returning us to where we are dealing with.
I'm not returning you.
The ayes have it.
Section 58.
Yes. Honorable members, I propose a question that section 58 be amended as proposed in the bill. There is no amendment on that. I therefore put the question that section 58 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 59.
I propose a question that section 59 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 59 be amended as proposed in the order paper.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 59 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Yes, Majority Leader.
Is it 59(1) or 59?
59.
Yes, there's Roman 1.
Yes, yes, indeed, Majority Leader, actually. The order paper reads 59, but there is actually in the bill is 59(1).
Yes.
So I'll read that in entirety. Honorable members, I propose a question that section 59(1) be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 59(1) be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 76.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 76 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 76 be amended as proposed in the order paper.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 76 be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 76 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. In that case, honorable members, that the one of Honorable Tonui and Honorable Miri Odhiambo also falls in the circumstances.
Section 78(1)(f).
I propose a question that section 78(1)(f) be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 78(1)(f) be amended as proposed in the order paper.
I propose a question that section 78, what is the point of order, Honorable?
A procedural motion, so we'll sit here until midnight. So can the chair, after he proposes, can he give reasons?
Well, I think that's a fair request. And Honorable Chair, it is for purposes of going along with the members. It doesn't harm. It's actually important to give the input briefly of what you are suggesting the House should do. We're dealing with the 78(1)(f).
Chair, I have summarized because I have around 16 clauses under this amendment, and largely the effect of the same clauses are the same. That is why of tripartite partners have not been brought on board.
Very well, honorable members, I put the question, which is that section 78(1)(f) be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 81.
I propose a question that section 81 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 81 be amended as proposed in the order paper, and the justification I have already given, Chair. Thank you.
I propose a question that section 81 be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 81 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Part 10A.
Honorable members, I propose a question that part 10A be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Miri Odhiambo. Very well. In that case, that is dropped in the circumstances.
Section 81A.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 81A be amended as proposed in the bill. We have a deletion amendment by Honorable Ali Wario.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 81A be amended as proposed in the order paper. Chair, I have given the justification and they are the same. I have summarized.
I propose a question that section 81A be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 81A be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable to noise one as well drops in the circumstances.
Section 81B.
I propose a question that section 81B be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that section 81B be amended as proposed in the order paper. I have given the justification earlier. Thank you, Chair.
I propose a question that section 81B be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that section 81B be deleted as proposed by you are deleting as well, that we left out. Yes.
Which section?
Section 81 and under part 10A. So in that case, I need to propose the question. I propose a question that section 81 81 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that Section 81 be amended as proposed in the order paper.
I propose a question that Section 81 be deleted as proposed by the mover. I put the question that Section 81 be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Fourth schedule.
Honorable members, I propose the question that the fourth schedule be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I beg to move that the fourth schedule be amended as proposed in the order paper.
I propose a question that that the fourth schedule be deleted as proposed by the mover. Yes, Honorable Majority Leader.
Chair, I oppose. And the reason is that as a country, if we want to develop the economy of our country and get a seamless service to the people, to the citizens, we must protect essential services like water, electricity service, healthcare services, hospital services, sanitary services. I don't know why sanitary is here. Sanitary services, air navigational services, fire services, telecommunication, marine, and the port from regular strikes. Imagine if the port of Mombasa staff strike for 2 months. Imagine if the hospitals, the way they, how many people died? How many people died when there were doctors were on strike? So, Chair, as we agree, you know, that I think this bill, as the Chair has said, then the substantive bill needs to come to the House as fast as possible. Yeah, as fast as what we engage each other. We have a discussion as a country. Because I'm sure all of us sitting here, in one way or the other, in your constituency, somebody died when doctors went on strike. So we cannot live in a world where it's chaotic. So I really want to ask the Chair, please bring that bill which you said you want to engage so that we have a Kenyan discussion. But for now, I oppose.
Very well. Honorable members, in that case, let me go to the far end there. Honorable Tom hasn't spoken. Please, give him the mic. Honorable Tom.
I am Tom. For the record, I am Tom. Thank you very much, Chair. I want to support the amendment by the committee for the simple reasons that had already been advanced before. There are less restrictive ways of dealing with industrial strike which are entrenched in the laws as they exist. We also have the labor laws which are properly well-equipped to deal with disputes in a manner that may be able to safeguard crucial institutions like our health facilities. Secondly, and lastly, or more importantly, if you touch on anything that would appear to tinker with the Bill of Rights, and labor laws and the rights to ventilate their discontent is entrenched in the Constitution, you do need a referendum. So there are better and less restrictive ways of dealing with these, and I support the committee in terms of the amendments.
Very well. Very well. Honorable TJ Kajwang, let me see, let my eye be caught by someone who hasn't spoken, like Honorable Angwe.
I think my neighbor has taken the mic. Honorable Chair, I want to say I support the committee because, Honorable Chair, looking at what is it that you call special services. Honorable Chair, I disagree, or essential services. Even as small as a driver, Honorable Chair, taking one person from one area to another, if he doesn't do it, is essential. Therefore, I would want to say it is not good enough to say essential. Therefore, Honorable Chair, I want to support the committee.
Very well, very well. Honorable members, finally, Honorable TJ Kajwang.
Yeah, but let me just tell Majority Leader, first of all, Chair of the committee, please call the Leader of Majority to come before you and give evidence, because the information he has is very important, including the fact, Leader of Majority, you did not say this, that a lot of services which has been listed here are actually devolved functions. And so, were we to pass this legislation, this piece of legislation would have ended up in Senate. So you can see that other than the fact that the chair wants to do a good job, he also wants to see whether there are services here which are conflicting in terms of their devolved functions, so that we can have one whole legislation.
Very well. Honorable members, please allow me to put the question on this one so that we make progress. Honorable members, I put the question that the fourth schedule be deleted as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I will put the global question, which is, I now put the question that the provisions relating to the Labor Relations Act number 14 of 2007 be amended as amended be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that the provisions relating to the Labor Relations Act number 14 of 2007 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Anti-Counterfeit Agency Act number 13 of 2008.
Honorable members, I propose a question that the amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 4.
Honorable members, I propose the question that Section 4 be amended as proposed in the bill. There is no amendment on that. I put the question that Section 4 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Sections 5, 6, 7, 10, 1, and 10, 2C.
Honorable members, I propose the question that Section 5, 6, 7, 10, 1, 10, 2C be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri.
I confirm that I have withdrawn amendments relating to those sections relating to Counterfeit Agency Act.
Very well. Honorable members, I put the question that Section 5, 6, 7, 10, 1, 10, 2C be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Sections 11, 12, 1, 12, 2, and 12, 3, 14, 1 and 2, 15, 16, 2, and 17.
Honorable members, I propose a question that Section 11, 12, 1, 12, 2, 12, 3, 14, 1, 14, 2, 15, 16, 2, and 17 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri of the above.
I hereby withdraw the sections, the amendment proposed in those sections according to the order paper.
Very well, they're dropped. I put the question that Section 11, 12, 1, 12, 2, 12, 3, 14, 1, 14, 2 in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Sections 19.1, 19.2, A, B, C, D, and E, 19.4, 21, 22, A and B, 23.
Honorable members, I propose a question that Section 19.1, 19.2A, B, C, D, and E, Section 19.4, Section 21, Section 22, 2A and B, Section 23 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang. For Miri, Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
I withdraw proposed amendments concerning sections 19 and 20.
Honorable members, I put the question that section 19.1, 19.2A, B, C, D, and E, section 19.4, section 21, section 22A and B, section 23 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Sections 21, 1 and 2, 23, 26, 32, 33, 4, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 34B, 35, and 36.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 21, 1 and 2, section 23, 26, 32, 33, 4, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, section 34B, section 35, and 36 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang. Yes.
Chair, I think we have section 34, 6A.
34?
6A. You have 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 34, 6A.
Let me just confirm from the bill. Very well. Very well. Yes, majority leader, yes, absolutely. In the order paper, it reads that she was going to delete the entire of section 34, but because we had specified 1, 2, 3, we needed to specify even 6. Absolutely. Allow me then, in that case, to reread that, to propose a question that section 21, 1 and 2, 23, 26, 32, 32, 4, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 7, and 9, 34B, 34B, 35, 36, be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
From section 26, is it? From
21.
Yeah, I confirm that I withdraw the amendments touching on section 21 all the way to 36.
Very well, honorable members, I put the question that section 21, 1 and 2, 23, 26, 32, 33, 4, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 34B, 35, and 36 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question, the global question. I now put the question that the provisions relating to the Anti-Counterfeit Agency number 13 of 208 be, as amended, be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Biosafety Act number 2 of 2009.
Honorable members, I propose a question that the provisions relating to the Biosafety Act number 2 of 2009 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 6(1).
Honorable members, I propose the question that section 6(1) be amended as proposed in the bill. We have Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
I
Yes.
withdraw the proposed amendments to section 6(1) of the Biosafety Act.
Very well, that is confirmed as dropped. We have another amendment by the Chair Agriculture. Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I beg to move the amendment to section 6(1) of the Biosafety Act of 2009 as it appears on the order paper. Chair, here justification is fairly straightforward. We are looking at the amendment which deals with the composition of the board, which shall be 9 members. Chair, the committee received communications from the Ministry of Health seeking inclusion of Principal Secretary, Ministry of Health. This is owing to the fact that the National Biosafety Authority's role in conducting risk assessment in terms of genetically modified foods is absolutely necessary. So that prompted the committee to now also include the PS Ministry of Health. Further amendments seeks to allow the various principal secretaries to nominate representatives to sit in the board. In the earlier act, it's just stated, merely stated that principal secretaries form part of the board, but we are saying now that they can also nominate representatives to sit in their place whenever they are not there. Thank you, and I beg to move.
Honorable members, I propose a question, which is that section 6(1) be amended as proposed by the mover. Honorable members, I put the question that section 6(1) be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 12(2).
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 12(2) be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
I withdraw the amendments touching on section 12(2) of the Biosafety Act.
Very well. The dropping is confirmed. I put the question that section 12(2) be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 14.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 14 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang. Order paper.
1708.
Page 1708.
Yeah, there's nothing for me.
On the biosafety, the one that is any person who immediately before the commencement of this section was a member of the board shall be deemed to be a member of the
1707 or 1708?
Majority Leader, you can approach the table to get.
Chair, I beg to move that the proposed amendment to the Biosafety Act, as per the order paper, by inserting the following. And I think this is just to provide for transitional clause, where any person who immediately before the commencement of these sections was a member of the board shall be deemed to be a member of the reconstituted board for the unexpired period of his or her term of office. I beg to move.
Very well, honorable members, I propose a question that new section 6(1)A be read a second time. I put the question that new section 6(1)A be read a second time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I propose a question that new section 6(1)A be part of the bill. I put the question that new section 6 1A be part of the bill? Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I will put the global question, which is, I now put the question that the provisions relating to the Biosafety Act number 2 of 2009 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act number 9 of 2009.
Honorable members, I propose a question that provisions relating to the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act number 9 of 2009 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 2E.
I propose a question that section 2E be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Miri Odhiambo. Honorable TJ Kajwang.
I withdraw the amendment touching on section 2 of the Proceeds and Crime and Anti-Money Laundering.
Very well. Honorable members, having dropped that, I put the question that section 2E be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 2FA.
I propose a question that section 2FA be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable Chair, Honorable Cheptumo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I propose that the bill be amended in section 2F as by the order paper. Mr. Chair, the essence of this amendment, if you allow me, it seeks to include employees of accountants, advocates, and their employees, trust companies, services providers in the definition of the expression designated non-financial business or professionals for purposes of this act. In other words, Mr. Chair, employees of those institutions, law firms, accountancy firms, can be required under this amendment to report to the reporting center when they receive, when there is information about resources alleged to be perhaps proceeds of crime and so on. And Mr. Chair, this proposal to include advocates as reporting institutions will encroach on and significantly affect the well-settled principle of advocate-client privileges. The privileges is enjoyed by advocates and their...
Somebody said behind me here that, you see, the office that you occupy, when you speak, young people who are aspiring to be lawyers want to hear what you say. So please spare these young people to understand that advocacy is still a protected institution and practice.
Yes, Chair, finally, then we make progress.
Chair, I want to also go on record that all of us, including the lawyers, the accountants, must fight corruption. And Mr. Chair, we should not make laws in vain here. Because even when you look at section 134 of the Advocates Act, it provides that the advocate-client privileges and gives exceptions of instances where disclosure may be made in such situations. So, Chair, we must look at all these issues in totality so that we don't just amend that section without perhaps looking at the other related legislations like the Advocates Act. And so, Chair, this is a very serious matter. It will engage, and when we actually did the public participation, all the public who appeared before us, the lawyers, the accountants, Mr. Chairman, opposed this. And I don't want to, I want the majority leader to realize it is not just the lawyers. it is even the accountants. So, Chair, I want to plead to the House
well.
that we pass this.
Very well. Honorable members,
And the majority leader he has also agreed with us, with me.
Very well. Honorable members, I put the question that section 2FA be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 2FB.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 2FB be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri Odhiambo.
I confirm that I dropped the amendment concerning proposed amendments to section 48, isn't it?
No, 2FB.
2FB, it was on section 2.
Yes.
Probably that is, yeah, 2FB. I am persuaded by the bill. What the bill,
if you have dropped.
Yes, but where is this, Mr. Chair? Are we on page 333 of the bill?
Yes, indeed.
But there is no amendment to Millie's amendment. Millie Odhiambo's amendment touches on section 2. I think it is the section that we have just dealt with.
She was deleting everything.
Deleting everything. No, I think I have to withdraw that.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Honorable members, I put the question that section 2FB be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 48.
Honorable members, I propose a question that section 48 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable TJ Kajwang for Honorable Miri, you spoke to this earlier, but now it's good to
Yes, I have to withdraw this, and I withdraw it for a very good reason. That if the amendment, had I not withdrawn the amendment, the bill would have, no, I think that she's actually proposing a deletion.
Yeah, she was proposing a deletion of the entire section 48.
But the chair has an amendment to this, doesn't she?
Yes.
Doesn't he?
Yes.
The chair has.
Yes.
I would prefer that we go with the chair's amendment, and for that reason I withdraw. I would be comfortable with the propositions of the chair.
Very well. The withdrawal is confirmed. Honorable Chair, be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I put the question that provisions relating had an amendment. Now we'll come to the new section where the chair is concerned. But on section 51(1)(b), Honorable Majority Leader, you having withdrawn your amendment, we have Honorable Miri Odhiambo who also had, yes.
I think the majority leader is making a lot of sense. First of all, under the standing orders, the person whose act will affect all other people proposing the legislation has the first bite on the cake. And this is why he has had that first bite.
Yes.
And what he has done is to withdraw the entire proposals in the bill. So there is nothing for Millie Odhiambo or chair to propose amendments to. So we just need to agree. You can take us through the long route, or you can agree that we save time, that then when somebody has withdrawn the entire, he has prosecuted. In fact, he has not withdrawn. What he has done is that he's prosecuted an amendment to delete the entire proposals in the bill. So there is no proposal left in the bill. We go back to the act. This is what we are talking about.
Very well. You know about TJ Kajwang, let's be very clear here. Let's be extremely clear because it's important. There are two instances. The majority leader could withdraw the amendments he has proposed. The majority leader could prosecute deletion as he had proposed. If he prosecutes deletion, in effect, everything else falls because he will have deleted any other amendment that would have been proposed. And that's why I asked majority, are you withdrawing or are you prosecuting deletion? Because it is very, very important. That's why I asked him twice.
Yeah, Chair, you are right.
Yes.
You are very right. Chair, I beg to move that all the amendments proposed in the bill to the Judicial Service Commission are deleted.
Yes. So he has prosecuted?
Yeah.
Very well, very well. And that relates to section 15(1)(b) and section 15(2) for purposes of record, right? Very well. Honorable members, I propose a question that section 15(1)(b) and section 15(2) be deleted as proposed by the majority leader. I now put the question that section 15(1)(b) and section 15(2) be deleted as proposed by the majority leader. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New section 15(1)(a).
Yes, Chair, Honorable Cheptumo, there's a new section altogether that you are proposing. New section 15(1)(a).
Mr. Chair, in view of the...
These come under the Ministry of Education, and they come under the national government. The right person to interview, so that if we have removed the interviewing from the university councils, and we have removed them from the Ministry of Education, the right place is the Public Service Commission. It's not where, again, we start having selection panel. Let us not turn our universities into like IBC or you know, IPOA. The Public Service Commission is right to interview people. They interview people within the national government. So I think if we go the route of selection panel, then tomorrow you'll see we are going to amend the law for even appointing a parastatal CEO to be done by a panel of various. I think the only place this House has passed in terms of selection panel is when it comes to constitutional independent commissions, but not public entities. And we shall complicate the appointment of vice chancellors. Let us leave it the way the bill is leaving it to Public Service Commission. And I really ask Honorable Omboko, please agree with us on this one, because you know the whole on the labor issues today, we have agreed with you.
Let me hear Oyo Onyango, member from Moroni, Honorable.
Don't have the mic. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I think in this position I want to agree, or rather fortify the position taken by the leader of majority. We should not make laws that suit our personal interests. It appears to me that some people want to get their people selected through these panels where they want to suggest those who are going to sit there. It is very clear. If we are not going the public service way, then we use the route that we take when we're doing with independent
Very well. With that, allow me put the question. Yeah. Oh, there is interest. Honorable